Namaste. Science generates solutions for everyday life and helps us to answer some of the greatest mysteries of the universe. It is one of the most important channels of knowledge. All the luxuries that we are able to afford today are a resultant of numerous research and discoveries in the field of science and technology. It is difficult to imagine our lives without science and technology. Indeed, our existence itself is dependent on it now. Every day, new technologies are coming up to improve human lives and to make it much more easier. Today, 28th of February is being observed as the National Science Day. I have great pride in welcoming the guest of the day, Mr. Nirmal Ramachandran, an alumni of Bhavan's Adarsh Vidyalaya. Mr. Ramachandran completed his B.Tech in Mechanical Engineering from NIT Calicut, worked as a structural engineer in ISRO and later completed his Master of Engineering in Aerospace Engineering from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. Currently, he is working in the area of launch vehicle structural dynamics in Vikram Sarabhai Space Center, Trivandrum. We heartily welcome you, sir.
Good morning, dear students, teachers and other staff members of Bhavan's Adarsh Vidyalaya, Kakinad. It gives me immense pleasure to be back at the place where I literally grew up. Although in the virtual mode, the fact that I am amidst the Adarsha community makes me feel very excited. It was indeed a pleasant surprise for me when my dear teacher Elora Miss contacted me a few days back and asked me whether I could deliver a small talk to the students of the school in connection with the National Science Day. Firstly, let me thank the school management for giving me this opportunity. Well, what is the National Science Day and why is it celebrated? As you all may be aware, the National Science Day is celebrated on February 28th every year. It is to mark the discovery of the Raman effect by the famous Indian physicist Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman, popularly known as Sir C.V. Raman, on the same day in the year 1928. Sir C.V. Raman was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics for this discovery in the year 1930. The primary objectives of celebrating the National Science Day is to commemorate the contributions of scientists like Sir C.V. Raman who have made our daily lives better through their scientific studies and researches. It is also to develop a scientific temper among the people of our country, especially the younger generations, to popularize science and technology. Because as the saying goes, ignited minds of the youth are the greatest resource of our nation. Our nation builders do realize that it is through developments in science and technology that the lives of the common man can be improved. For the National Science Day every year, a theme is also identified. For this year, the theme identified is an integrated approach in science and technology for a sustainable future. I represent an organization, the Indian Space Research Organization or the ISRO, which has always upheld this theme of an integrated approach for developments in science, engineering and technology. This organization was the brainchild of a great visionary, Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. Dr. Sarabhai always believed that the benefits of science and technology should always reach the common man. He understood that developments in launch vehicles or rockets can bring the benefits to the common man and can lead to the betterment of the society. I'm pretty sure most of the students have at least seen videos of a rocket or a launch vehicle being launched after a countdown. In case you have not, please do ask your science teachers to show you one. Now, you all may wonder what benefits can launching a rocket bring to the lives of a common man. So I thought probably I should explain about what a launch vehicle is and what is its purpose. So this figure here basically shows a cutaway view of a launch vehicle, just to show you what is there inside a rocket. As you see in this figure, on top of the launch vehicle there is a satellite. The primary purpose of this launch vehicle is to launch this satellite into a great height above the surface of the earth. So in order to take the satellite to that height, the launch vehicle has to impart sufficient energy, and this energy is imparted by running several engines. So just like our engines in our automobile or cars, the launch vehicle has several engines. To run these engines, the launch vehicle carries propellants or fuels inside it. So the launch vehicle basically runs these engines and imparts the necessary energy to the satellite to be injected into an orbit around the Earth. Now, once it is injected into an orbit around the surface of the Earth, this satellite can be put to several uses. For example, virtual classrooms wherein the teachers and students are far separated, this virtual classrooms can be enabled through developments in satellite technology. Another major advantage or benefit of a satellite is to give advance warnings of natural calamities. The data collected from satellites can give advance warnings about an impending natural calamity. So advanced preventive actions can be taken and people can be moved out to safety. So there have been instances where prior to the developments in satellite technology, several lives were lost due to natural calamities. But of late, we are able to give advance warnings and people can be moved out to safety very early. There are several other benefits of space technology. Currently, the time allotted to me is insufficient to explain more about other benefits. Probably you can discuss with your science teachers and identify several other uses of science of satellite technology. So depending on the size and weight of the satellite that needs to be injected, the size of the launch vehicle also goes up. So these are the current launch vehicles. These are the launch vehicles that have been developed in ISRO. SLV-3 was the first launch vehicle developed in ISRO, and the project director was Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Subsequently, there have been bigger launch vehicles being developed in ISRO. Currently, there are 3 operational launch vehicles: PSLV, GSLV, and GSLV Mark III. Another upcoming mission of the ISRO, the most awaited mission, is the manned mission called the Gaganyaan, wherein the satellite on top of the launch vehicle will be replaced by a module which houses 3 humans inside it. So the whole idea is to take humans into an orbit and bring them back safely to Earth. So the crew module will orbit around the Earth for some time and then collect scientific data and be deboosted and will be brought back to Earth. So this is the whole mission. So this is just a gist of what is actually being carried out in ISRO. I hope you all are really excited by what is happening in ISRO and you all want to contribute towards the growth of science and technology in our country. Once again, let me thank the school management for giving me this opportunity and also express my sincere appreciations for taking this initiative to inculcate a scientific feeling among the student community. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for a very insightful session. To face the challenges in sustainable development, the government and the citizens alike must understand the language of science and become scientifically literate. Challenges today cross the traditional boundaries of discipline and cut across the life cycle of innovation, from research to knowledge, development, and its application. Once again, to all the future doctors, scientists, engineers, innovators and entrepreneurs of Adarsh Vidyalaya who are destined to make some of the greatest contributions, wish you all a happy Science Day. Thank you.